Guys, we back. We had to take a little 20-minute break because we had to go to the store real quick. Little store run, you feel me?
Yeah.
But we got our refreshments. We're ready to knock it out. We got some more requests. So right when we were in the last video, I thought the next video was going to be Anisha's. But Raina Hook sent a $15 PayPal request to bump up her already $15 one to make it $30 to check out Lowkey Fire in the Booth Part 2. So that is what we're doing right now. And then the next one will be the Anisha request for the other Gecko video. You feel what I'm saying? So we appreciate you, Raina. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you got to tap in and tune in with us this early in the day. We just did your other Fire in the Booth request, and we're going to do this one for you right now. You feel me? So check it out. If y'all have a request for us, it's $10 you get in the lineup. After that's the highest bid wins. Raina's at $30, so she is the highest bid. You feel what I'm saying? So we're checking out the video for her right this second. This is definitely the time that we're going to make a Fire in the Booth reaction playlist, because this is at least video 4 that we have. So Fire in the Booth going to get a reaction playlist started today. Y'all go check out all the Fire in the Booth content that we have for you. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all get ready to hear them explosions from DJ Explosion, because that's what I'm going to call him. He got a real DJ name, but I'm going to call him DJ Explosion. All right, so y'all rock with the vibe. Hit the subscribe. What's up, Raina? Woo, woo! All right. Go ahead and get to it. Here we go.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Oh yeah, perfect.
You know what time it is when you hear this, right?
You know what time it is to hear this, right?
Yeah, Fire in the Booth. Much anticipated part 2. Hold tight, suspense. Listen, if they don't let us dream, then we won't let them sleep. If they don't let us dream, then we won't let them sleep.
I like that.
Listen.
What's up, the Reaper?
It's the zeitgeist, Zapatistas, all white is in it, said it's sinking the zebra. Zigzagging zealots, zilch the zombies and Zionists. He's in his zodiac, fire in the booth. It's a rostry in the zonies that yapping like yo.
All right, hold on. We got some context from Raina real quick before we get into it. For context, a massive fire in London had happened shortly before this was recorded. He starts off doing this alphabet assassin stuff, but then he gets real at about 4 minutes in. Oh, snap. All right, alphabet assassin, and then gets real. Okay.
It's the
Badass
zeitgeist.
at that. Papoose, bro.
Papoose?
He did some shit like that.
Some alphabet assassin stuff?
Nah.
Yeah. I've heard some pretty good forms of it. You know what I'm saying? So.
If they don't let us dream, then we won't let them sleep. Listen. It's the zeitgeist, Zapatistas, all white is in it, said it's sinking the zebra. Zigzagging zealots, zilch the zombies and Zionists. He's in his zodiac, fire in the booth. It's a rostry in the zonies that yapping like Yokozuna in Yemen, YouTube and yoga, Yokozuna in Yoville, yodeling in your rover, yelling you're the yardstick of yesteryear, like your boa, they're yearning, I'm yawning. This is like a Yeti versus Yoda. I'm an X-ray, your Xerox, I'm Xavier to the X-Men, Eximus, like your Xanax to an extent. A wonderful world is waiting while weapons wage war. We're weeping, who's winning? We wish them well while wicked wizard webs are weaving. They rip us till we're wheezing. Words of wisdom won't weaken. Witness these whatless witless wallies waffling with their weekend. Their word in is Wikipedia, virtually void of vitals versus visceral vintage but vivid videos going viral. I'm your uncle that understands. Now it's us with the upper hand. We were underlings, underrated, unhuman to Uncle Sam. There are those thinking tactics to take the throne, though the truth tends to be told through their thesaurus takes its toll. Slithering snakes stipulate systems to sell your soul. Secretly seek social stratification set in stone. Regiments ravage the region, now it's right for reparations. Rendered refugees can't retract or repair ramifications. Quest across the corals on quintessentially qualified critters quake. Quality of my quotes can't be quite quantified. People pass prematurely, pay the price for passivity. Pretext of pillage, plunder, prepared to prolong proximity. People's pathology pulverized by this possibility. People power is potent, it's the peak of positivity. Oligarchs ostracize others, offer obituaries. Overall, I overstand the odyssey. Optimistically, norms of a nascent nation should never negate nature nasty as nefarious neocon naysayers for neighbors. This masterful maverick mic man will make you meet your maker. Meanwhile, mercenaries maneuver to meet the majors. Lyrically lack luster, literally lack love, lust, living lavish in luxury. Listeners lap up a kaleidoscope of kindness, knowledge, knuckles and kerosene to kill the kleptocracy. Cool the kettle that they kept us in. Jabbing javelins at jingoism, jealousy justified when cheering at jobless is journalism, information industry, interlinked with infantry, instrumentalize identity, implant ignorance instantly. Hackers in handcuffs, harvesters of hatred, hang gliding, harbingers of harassment, harbor harmful handwriting, gangsters of globalization, glorify glitz and the glam, give us guidance to the graveyard, they got the gift of the gap, it's flawless. How they fabricate the folklore of defeat and funnel funds for freelance fighters and fawn over fights for freedom. Economics, everything, exploitation and epidemic, exhausting environments, easy but the dividends are deadly, don't dare dream of doing different, dread our destruction's definitely coming as the catalyst, clamour for the capital, can't counteract the cycle, the catastrophe could cancel all, bring borders to bear, bombarded with the broken, basically bribery beckons business, we are beholden, though accurate answers to all of the above aren't available, I attack.
Just the fact that we know for sure that these are all live. Remember the first dude we checked out that was just running and shit? Like, it was insane how much he was rapping. That was live, bro.
The alphabet again and aced it just to aim at you. They say anything is attainable. Attack the alphabet again and ace.
Perfect.
Anything is attainable. Attack the alphabet and assassinate.
I mean, that shit was cool. You know what I'm saying? He's a good lyricist.
Yeah.
Coming to kill the alphabet. Assassinated it. And just to take the Mickey. You're coming to kill it backwards.
Yeah.
Wow.
Much love.
Wow.
Man like Lowkey in the building.
Thanks for having me, man.
Pleasure, my G.
Yeah, man.
You ain't done yet, are you?
I ain't done it all. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's go, bro.
Let's do it. Yeah. If they don't let us dream, then we won't let them sleep. If they don't let us dream, then we won't let them sleep. How can I do a fire in the booth when I'm trying just to maintain? And since June, don't hear the word fire in the same way. Heard screams, splutters, and them gasping for air. That's not bars in a booth, it's so hard to compare. If I use fire as a metaphor, does that disrespect the people that are never more? How does that bomb sound to those that bled in war that we never saw? Remember when they settled scores with metal swords at Skeletor? Chinese made gunpowder, Nobel invented dynamite. They say the guilt in his mind compelled him to design the prize. We know what Einstein's mind was like. How many geniuses we never knew that were deprived of life. I can't philosophize on horrifying flames. We don't have to apologize or qualify our pain. Degremphilize our loved ones of the colonizer's name. Should we let the corporate media lobotomize our brains? You are beautiful. No matter how this life disfigures you, you're beautiful. Even if that image you emulate isn't you. I don't know if history is linear or cyclical, but no, I'm ridiculed for making invisibles visible. That's why Plato said banish poets from the Republic, cause they know that we can shake the social system and disrupt it. The land of liberty, they tell us leave it or lump it. When Trump comes to the country, we hope he chokes on his crumpet before we sink in the ocean. Consider this as an omen. Nature's blessings aren't ours just cause we think that we own them. Never think that you're broken or think that you're no one. Remember, a rope is strong because of strings interwoven. Would they love you more if you mock the people that you're from? Self-orientalize and believe that you belong. Overcompensate and propagate the image of the imbecile, not uninvolved. Even though you're further from the killing field, take solace in the fact there's always cracks in the monolith. Now we're practically lobbing bricks like Asterix and Obelix. Distracted with gossip is twisted news and interlude to adverts. No hidden clues to listen to is pitiful.
Perfect.
Rosa Luxemburg gave us the simple truth. You won't feel your chains till the day you begin to move. He photographed the corpse and they flung him in the cage. Those that signed off on the cladding are still receiving their wage. Helicopters hover close, pictures for the front page. Tried to speak, all I really felt deep was numb rage. How could they see this pain at such a young age? Leaning out the window screaming for help, but none came. If it bleeds, it leads. The trauma tourists, they gravitate. Shock doctrine in effect, disaster capitalists salivate. Privatization, deregulation and austerity. 0-hour contracts, exploitation and precarity. Adults didn't make it, the children to be fostered. Save pennies on the block, drop 20 million on the opera. We see through your cold plans, your program is done. We don't want a prime minister that holds hands with Trump. We don't want DJs doing shows on military compounds. Can't trivialize fire or hear any more bomb sounds. How can I smile when I know the remains are still not found? And echoing in my mind is exactly how the sobs sound. They say we're criminals for syllables and stanzas when they subsidize the killers' tools, the pillagers and bankers who were the engines of history. People like me and you who got massacred for the right to vote at Peterloo. It was Imagineers and the artists that Top of the martyrs, William Cuffy and the chartists. Rebel and resist, even through something small. Create windows with words and mirrors where once were walls. Manure contributes to the beauty of a rose. Why can't we accept our pain as something that helps us grow? They wonder why songs that make you cry are more moving, cause crying's the only thing that we were born doing. They tell us tea is tradition to the English. When I look around this island, not a tea plantation in it. Earl Grey gave 20 million to the slave to desecrate and invade nature.
I was giving a whole history lesson.
Man, you know what I know? I don't really know anything about slavery inside the UK and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Do you know anything about that shit? I just know about the slave stuff in the US and shit about like Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? I don't know anything about anywhere else. That's fucking crazy.
I mean, bro could rap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, it's so crazy how music changes throughout the years. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like...
When was this? Let's see.
Yeah.
7 years ago?
7 years ago. I mean,
There's
there was more trap.
There's subgenres, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, there will be lyricists who love lyrics always, forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a huge fan of, like, Eminem and Kendrick, you gonna fuck with this type of shit.
Yeah,
you know
but you gotta think, like... like J. Cole, for instance.
It sound like a beat J. Cole beyond,
he's
too.
different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah.
This right here is...
This one right here is more definitely putting a lesson in there.
Oh, man, what the hell, bro?
Audio cutting out for you. Raina, the way that we figured it out is like to close it and to reopen it. I think that there was one spot where I accidentally pressed something and it messed it all up.
Our mics.
Let me see something. You're a huge fan of like Eminem and Kendrick, you gonna fuck with this type of shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
but you gotta think.
Definitely putting a lesson in there.
Man, YouTube be hating on us, bro.
I think it was I had accidentally I pressed the space bar and I turned this off. You know what I'm saying? But I turned it back on, so it did cut out for a split second. But if you close it and reopen it, it should be fine. Raina, that happened earlier too. We figured it out is like to close it and to close it, reopen, should be back to normal.
To the slave traders, multipolar world. Now the
What
Indians
you
are
say,
space
tea?
raiders, freedom to be
Yeah, he
evil
said
into
tea
the square.
plantation.
I look
Yeah.
around, the only thing that we were born doing. They tell us tea is tradition to the English. When I look around this island, not a tea plantation in it. Earl Grey gave 20 million to the slave traders, multipolar world. Now the Indians are space raiders, freedom to be even or merely alienate. Labor freedom for fossil fuelers to desecrate and invade nature. Albert was an immigrant.
No need to be sorry, Raina. Just close it, reopen it. You know what I'm saying? We hope it works for you, fam. But it should be good. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like from the playback that we have, it should be good. So
Innate labor freedom for fossil fuelers to desecrate and invade nature. Albert was an immigrant. Prince
Bet,
Philip is
no
an
problem.
immigrant. Where the Celts, Normans, and the Anglo-Saxons English then. The word sugar, cotton, and rice come from Arabic. Now we import democracy to civilize the Saracens. Analyzing planets when this backwater was wilderness. Seems we're still obsessed with immortality like Gilgamesh. Pessimism of intellect, optimism of will. Where the skin of their victims is syndrome Buffalo Bill. In times of permanent war, there's always someone to kill. But when life and death are virtual, almost nothing is real. They got my snapshots in a padlock box, but settle with the heavy metal. This is rap, not rock. It's fire in the booth, but man's not hot. I just got genius bars like a laptop shop. They wanna know if I got a flow or I'm gonna blow. Back like Geronimo Pratt, let's rock and roll. I never sold my soul for a pot of gold. Now feel this scholar's solid knowledge in your collarbone. Subject to propaganda that terrifies the slumbered, but the albums still sell. You can verify the numbers, collectivize or die. Protect your mind or suffer. Life is paradise to some and a paradise to others. While these twittery teens are sinking in screens and thinking in memes. They blink in this machine is pimping their dreams. I think it's obscene, as sick as it seems. They don't know what lyrical invincibility means. Barge through for part 2, I can't lose. Labels astroturfing, trying to make it look grassroots. Gone are the days we sold our CDs from the car boot. Sharpshooters shooting harpoons through your chart tunes. So pain in the eyes of a retired fireman, knowing he couldn't save a child, survive the frying pan. When we riot, we disquiet the Leviathan. Forget Iron Man, I got an Iron Lion's diaphragm. My salutation to those with imagination, most anticipated, and that's no exaggeration. The flag doesn't exist. Let me back up that statement. What happens to the nation if the Queen has a tax haven? What's commonsensical is sensible to question. What seems to be a lesson is intellectual repression. Say the ting goes as expression of aggression. Remember there's 2 victims on either side of the weapon. We won't let them sleep. If they don't let us dream, then we won't let them sleep. If they don't let us dream, then we won't let them sleep. Listen, check it. Power to those that rebel hooks. Power to those that sell books. Power to those that know how the inside of a cell looks. All those feeling helpless, forgotten or discarded. Power to the strange fruit they thought was rotten in the garden. Power to those sitting alone, seeking knowledge in the
Ski. Let's go. Appreciate you, Mr. Anderson. We got you. Little tip from the Marsha. For sure. What do y'all think about old boy's bars, man? Because he be saying some stuff. Some of it, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't a genius. Some of that shit be going on in my head. I don't know everything. But some of the shit that I'm catching he is saying, man, them hoes are fucking hard. They be holding weight for shit show.
Wisdom tarnished. Power to those that sweep the streets with more knowledge than PhDs. Power to those that keep their keys, return as promised, please believe. Power to those that suffer in silence, those it hurts to hear. Power to those that hold the ground. Power to those that persevere. Power to those that love humanity more than they love style. Power to immigrants, probably raising Donald Trump's child. Power to the who can't imagine what sight is, those staring at the moon and all those working night shifts. Power to the readers, the writers, the illiterate. Power to those that struggle to decolonize their syllabus. Power to the shy ones who always struggle to make friends on the half of humanity.
He said power to the readers, the writers, and the illiterate. You know what I'm saying? He shouted you out, my
Chris.
Struggle to decolonize their syllabus. Power to the shy ones who always struggle to make friends on the half of humanity worth less than 8 men. Power to those that risk their life to dig the colton from the ground for the mic I'm spitting on and the phone you're holding now. Power to those that built the stadium they're playing in. Power to those that mowed the grass and stitched the ball that they're playing with. Every rapper that doesn't rap about killing. Power to the builders who build buildings that outlived them. Power to the slaves of ancient Greece, never had the right to vote. Democracy dead like Gary Webb when they imported like his coke. Power to those that write to prison. Power to those writing home. Power to those writing poems. Power to those that died alone. Power to Curtis Mayfield. Power to Ronald Isley. Power to the fishermen that were forced into piracy. Power for every person that is working in a library. Power to every nurse that we turn to in our times of need. Power to the unions and the miners that should punish. Power to those that drive the buses and those that collect the rubbish. Power to the youth desiring the truth. Power for every rapper that is dying for a fire in the booth. For those that lost limbs to King Leopold's quota and those risking their lives for the P&O to Dover. Power to union leaders murdered by power to victims of this globalized Cosa Nostra. Power to those dying on the shores and the borders. Power to human beings that were rendered fauna and flora. Power to those that after the stage show and carnival goers still haunted by Kelso Cole Crane's ghost. Power to Kevin Carter, his picture taunts us ever after. So many questions never answered. Remember the last words of عبد المحسن السعدون الأمة تنتظر الخدمة الإنجليز لا يوافقون. Power to El Jawahiri in his rebellions. They killed his brother Ja'far and he cursed the rotten Thamesians. Enlightened despots pursuing tactics Machiavellian. Chinese still preceded Europe a millennium. Think about it. Printed press half a millennium. Never get close. Power to Ken Loach and every volunteer in Lesbos. Cuban doctors sent to Sri Lanka for the tsunami. Power to those that cleaned up after the Bullingdon parties. Kids knowing Apple products before they know what an apple is. Forgotten like passengers on the USS Indianapolis. Dying days before they could see what little boys damaged it on the precipice of fascism. My passiveness is cancerous. Power to those strong enough to dream. Power to those that chose not to be a cog in the machine. Power to those that love first and hate never. Power to those that sleep on the streets through grey weather. Power to Aziz Ali and Bone Thugs and Harmony. Power to Norman Baker, David Kelly's owner artery. Power to the genocided population of Tasmania. The internet descends to Trump-tastic fantasia. Let them try quote this. You'll never find a better diagnosis than collective psychosis. It's getting quite hopeless, but hope is all we have. Trying to cultivate the positive, not focus on the bad, but the globe's under attack. The obnoxious rage of a fake intellectual. Amazing grace in the age of the spectacle. Not the first time they found a race is selectable to raise to the pedestal and desecrate the place that translated the decimal. I don't want to tempt fate. Power to corpse washers like AM Day. Power to language learners, Bernie Sanders fans to flag burners. One man's inertia is another man's purpose. In the utopia of song, we are victorious, but the bittersweet reality's not this glorious. Power to Coltrane watching Malcolm X. Power to Paul Robeson under house arrest. Power to Galileo under house arrest. Power to Ibn Haytham under house arrest. Forgive me if I sound obsessed, forgive me if I sound depressed. Believe me, that's not how it's meant. They probably thought I couldn't come back and kill the alphabet. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Say el pueblo unido jamás será vencido. الشعب يريد إسقاط النظام. Say el pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. sentido, soy el pueblo unido,
jamás
será
no.
vencido.
Jamás.
Thank you very much.
Whoa!
Lowkey in the building! I feel like I've just been to university for 5 years. I learned more than I learned in the last 10. Jeez. That was savagery, bro. A very, very...
Hey, Brody's too smart, bro. No cat. I mean, it was interesting.
He was
seeing
the
him as a
valedictorian.
lyricist.
He was the valedictorian of his class. The people united will never be defeated in Spanish. That's dope. The people want to abolish the system in Arabic.
That's cool.
That's pretty dope. Hey, man, I ain't gonna. Yeah, I didn't catch everything. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't catch everything. He's speaking on some topics that I don't understand. Like, I don't even know about any of the slavery stuff that's gone on in the UK at all. You know, there's just not been taught.
I mean, it was a lot.
Community.
You know what I'm saying? He even got political. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, there was a lot of shit going on. Like, I wasn't even aware there was fires in the UK and shit. Why is he yelling like that? The DJ, I don't know, because he's turned. He's on cocaine. Like, when you're not seeing it, he's doing lines over there. Look at his nose. All this white, that's not the light, that's the cocaine. Nah, he be turned. That dude cracks me up, and he has like a whole drum pad with 16 different pads. All of them got the same bomb effect. He just be hitting that bitch. Yeah. But homeboy is definitely, he gave up rapping to do a PhD, then came back. Yeah, that boy's smart. You can tell he's smart.
yeah, like a motherfucker.
I like it. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I want to hear some song stuff and not necessarily like a speak to him type track. You
That's
know
what I was kind of like saying, like, you know, like J. Cole in a sense.
He makes songs.
He's a good lyricist. Like, he's a great lyricist.
Yeah.
But I mean, things that he say and the melodies he does resonate.
You gotta look at the outlets too, though. J. Cole, most of the stuff we've listened to from J. Cole is him on his albums or on features and shit, which are songs. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't necessarily a song. This was him on a platform trying to show out. And so he put in a lot of stuff that I could resonate with, and then I was like, man, that was super hard. That was dope. And then he put a lot of stuff in there that I'm gonna actually have to like go and get a book for the first time in 10 years and read about shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to fucking read. It's like, oh man, gotta study shit. You know what I'm saying? And J. Cole doesn't necessarily do that, but he's a lyricist in his own way that the lyrics he puts together, you feel it because it's very like what people go through in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's able to put your life story in his words type shit, which is dope as fuck. But I like him, man. He's cool. I'm gonna give him another shot for shit show. He definitely had spots where I was like, damn, I ain't understood anything he said in the last 20 seconds.
I didn't like that whole first part. I ain't gonna cap with you.
Oh, the beginning part. I feel you, the alphabet thing. See, that was showing off in a way that all his songs are still conscious and political, though. Hey, that's cool, though, because I like some of that shit. There's a group that I loved called Jedi Mind Tricks. They were conscious and political. You know what I'm saying? Even Eminem had some conscious and political. Joyner Lucas, conscious and political. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with all them cats. That's why I want to hear a song from him that's on that wave, so I could be like, does he make a bop too? That also makes you think. You know what I'm saying? I love that kind of shit. Where are we up to money wise? I'll send an actual song through from Lowkey. Anisha is at 27, and then after that, Mr. Anderson is at 25, and then we got some 20s. So wherever you want to put it in the line, you know what I'm saying? Make it happen. You feel me?
And make sure it's the best one. I want to see
give us a really good one
through a different light. You know what I mean?
I like him though. I give him a shot. He's definitely got bars.
Yeah, he's a good rapper. I could tell, but is he a good artist? You know what I'm saying?
We gonna find out. She gonna let us know. Appreciate you, Raina. I fuck with it though. That was I believe the 4th Fire in the Booth. So we gonna have that playlist for y'all this evening. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all want to keep up with all the Fire in the Booth? Go check it out. Looks like we might be checking out another Lowkey song. So we just need one more after that one to get a playlist going. So y'all put us on the best Lowkey songs and we'll get a playlist going for them too. You feel me? Y'all rock with the vibe. Go ahead and hit that subscribe. Let us know in the comments what you want to see. Highest bidder wins. Follow us at the.bricks.official. That's Bricks with an X. Follow my boy
Tone Brigante on everything, and make sure y'all follow me on everything.
And look, TY just messaged us. He's getting off in an hour. He'll be here in 2. You feel what I'm saying? So, if y'all waiting for that boy to show up, he gonna be here soon, man. We'll see y'all in a second with the next one, man. Peace.